Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the 76ers versus Spurs NBA matchup on Monday, January 22nd, 2024. Of course, if you like all our free picks, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. You can use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have something for people looking to take it to the next level. Someone looking for concierge style service. People who make big bets. We've created a product for you. Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. Text the number you see on the screen. They're not available on the website. You got to text that number. But let's get to this one. 76ers taking on the Spurs. The Sixers 28-13 against straight up this season. The Spurs come in 8-34, coming off that win against the Wizards. And I said in my preview of that game and talked about it a little bit on the live show that both those teams had 7 wins going in. So it's like, man, winning that game, it probably hurts you a lot more than it helps you. And I think that could be the case as we, head down to the second half of the season here. Of course, both these teams have played half their schedule already. So, where they sit in the grand scheme of things, well, the story is kind of written here. The Sixers going to be a contender, while the Spurs a contender for a pretty high lottery pick once again. But I think that's where they sit as franchises. The 76ers, they kind of have their team together, getting rid of Harden earlier this season, and kind of this is what we have to go with. And what they have to go with is really, really good. This is the second best team against the spread in the entire NBA. When we look at the San Antonio Spurs, they're a bad team that covers decently on the road, 11-12 against the number in their road spots, 20-22 against the number overall. So what we saw from the Spurs earlier this season was really a lot of love to a bad team. So they were absolutely terrible against the spread. But recently they have covered a good amount of their games, and that's why you see where that number is. I would say that, before the last 10 games or so, the Spurs were probably a 33% cover team. Now they're closer to 50%. That's the kind of run that they've been going when it comes to covering the spread. They beat the Wizards last time out. They were getting 2 points in that game, beat them outright, 131-127, and they covered against the Hornets as well. So they have covered in 8 of their last 10 games. But the Philadelphia 76ers have been covering at that alarming rate all season long. And right now, just 5-5 in their last 10 games. Didn't cover last time out against the Hornets after 4 consecutive covers against the Kings, the Rockets, the Nuggets, and the Magic. So, when we look at this Sixers team, we know that they're an absolute force, and the defense has been very, very strong. They are the best in the NBA at guarding the perimeter. That's why they cover a lot of spreads. The Spurs offense, nothing to write home about. And against the Sixers defense in Philly, they're going to struggle. The Sixers offense is kind of middle of the road, but the Spurs defense, while it is improving, definitely the shooting percentage against is certainly getting a lot better for the Spurs. I just think they're way up against it against a team that can also crash the boards and crush them on the boards. I'm going to take the Sixers at home, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.